Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our channel, Smoles Family Reactions. The family is going to join me here in just a minute to watch and react to the final episode, Part 6 of Obi Wan Kenobi. But before I do that, I've got to say something very, very important. This is of the utmost importance. Right now, there's 117 of you out there watching this. Whether you're brand new or you've seen us many times, but you're not subscribed. You are the 117 at the time of this recording that are going to get us to 10,000 subscribers, which is that's mind-boggling to me. We just do this for fun, as a hobby, and it's just so cool that we've had so much support over these last few years, and we continue to grow. And so yes, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and get us to 10,000 subscribers. We're very, very appreciative. All right, Obi Wan Kenobi Part 6. Really looking forward to seeing how this show ends. I have personally enjoyed the show. Could it be better? Absolutely. It's not perfect, but I choose to just enjoy the stuff that I really enjoy. Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, Hayden Christensen back as Anakin. Just so cool to me. Last week's episode with those two together, that flashback, absolutely loved it. Sure, maybe a little disappointed they didn't do de-aging on the two of them for that scene, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really bother me because I just, more than anything, love seeing the two together in that realm. And man, I just loved it. And the Darth Vader stuff last week, using the Force, seeing how powerful he is, comic book and game and novel stuff that we've never really seen on screen. I absolutely love that. The fight that he had with Riva, again, showing his power. And you know, there's so much to say about it in breakdown format. I'm not going to do that now because we want to get to our reaction, but I loved it. All right, last week's episode ended with the Path and Obi-Wan on the ship. They escaped Vader's clutches, but their hyperdrive is broke, and okay, their hyperdrive is broke, and the Empire is presumably after them. And in that moment, Obi-Wan had a sensation through the Force where he felt something, a disturbance or whatever, and that was Riva finding the Jedi communicator, his communicator, with the careless message from Bail Organa talking about the kids. Ooh, that kind of like, man, that's a dangerous thing to put out. So much information. And of course, she gets a hold of it. And of course, I don't know, is she surviving? It appears that that's the case, because otherwise, why even have that scene? And so there's some question marks there. She's the big kind of variable in the show where you're always going, what's happening with Riva? And but anyway, so it seems like they're going to go into this episode. She has knowledge. I don't know if she knows they're Vader's kids. I don't know if she thinks they're Obi-Wan's or what she knows about them, but she seems like she's going to use this information somehow, and my guess is she's going to end up on Tatooine. And because she knows from episode 1, she knows who Owen is, and she's probably put 2 and 2 together. So presuming she survives, that's where we're going in this episode. And I hope, and I'm pretty sure it's confirmed, final battle between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader. And I really am hoping that this has some emotion to it, that there's some dialogue in it. I would love to see Obi-Wan trying to turn Anakin back to the light. That would tie in very well with Return of the Jedi, when Luke was trying to turn Darth Vader, his father, back from the dark side to the light. And Vader tells him, Obi-Wan once thought as you do, which would then, you know, so I'd love to see that playing out in this episode, that Obi-Wan tries in some way, shape, or form to reach Anakin one last time. And I'm hoping that their confrontation has some emotion to it, that it's not just a confrontation. I think there's a lot of substance there for fans to really grasp onto if they can have an emotional confrontation. That's what I want to see, because their confrontation on Mustafar was so emotional. I love the prequels. I really do. I'm an original trilogy guy. I grew up with them. But I'm one of the fans, even though original trilogy, I've always liked the prequels, and as the years have gone on, especially with the Clone Wars and other things coming out, I've really just more and more just love those movies. I love the story behind them. And it's tragic, and I think they got to tap into that. They got to tap into, and they did a little bit last week with what they did, and I think they can do it even more with a final confrontation this week. One other thing I do really want to see is, they teased it early on. Man, Obi-Wan's been calling out to Qui-Gon, at least in the first few episodes. Qui-Gon Jinn's got to show up, whether it's his voice, maybe in person as a Force ghost, whatever it is, as Liam Neeson playing Qui-Gon. I just hope in some way, shape, or form we get Qui-Gon. I would hate that they would tease us in that way and not deliver. And maybe it's not meant to be a tease. I don't know. But to me, it's like, hey, look, we're name dropping Qui-Gon. He's calling out to him. We presume he can commune with him, or he's trying to commune with him. So, man, I would love to see. That was one of my predictions for the show prior to the show even starting, is we'll see Obi-Wan communing with Qui-Gon, because that's how Yoda left Obi-Wan at the end of Revenge of the Sith. I'm hoping we get the payoff for what they seem to promise us early in the season. And I would like to hear some Star Wars music. And I've liked the new music, but I would like a little bit more familiarity with the music to help get that emotion going. Prequel stuff, whatever it is, I think it would be really cool. All right, I've rambled on for maybe a little bit too long here, but we're ready to check this out. Go ahead and give us a comment, a like. You know the deal. The family's going to join me right now. We are ready. Here we go. Season 1, Part 6, the finale, Obi Wan Kenobi. Fam's going to join me right now. You guys have any desires or predictions for this final episode?
I've been watching the Clone Wars, and I wonder if we'll be able to see any flashbacks with Satine.
Ooh, Satine. I think that would have been something we would have thought of early in the season. You know, like prediction-wise. That's a good thought. I don't know if we'll see it this late, but
That would be cool.
that would be cool. I said in my intro here, really hope we see Qui-Gon. They teased him early on. No. You don't like Qui-Gon?
No, I said I know.
Oh, yeah.
Love Qui-Gon, bro.
I'm bringing him
That
to
was
you.
really cool.
Awesome.
I love how he should have grabbed that one.
Yeah, this whole scene. And the way he turns around is awesome.
Oh yeah, he killed Riva, right?
No, she's not dead. Remember she found the communicator? Well, yeah, it looked like she... But why would they show her finding the communicator? Like here.
That'd be funny if she found it and then died.
And
I mean,
then,
it wouldn't
That's
be funny.
right.
It starts the
Okay,
episode
I
and
forgot
she's
that
just like,
happened.
forget it.
Yeah, like it really wasn't that
Oh,
big
yeah,
of a deal.
Luke.
There's some continuity stuff they're messing with, so they got to be real careful with how they handle this knowledge that Riva has of
I know.
these kids. So,
And look where we are.
well, we are back on Tatooine, so get out the way.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Something you want to say?
Is that Obi-Wan's boss?
Wait your turn. You have what's left when I'm done.
Ugh. Well, she's not dead.
No, she is not.
Wonder if she has cybernetics. I love Fennec Shand. She
I was just laughing at the way she was.
Oh, Stardust.
She
Oh,
was
and the music.
fucking
Listen.
grinding her teeth.
That's Star Wars. I love it.
That's really awesome.
The asteroid
You
chick.
like it when he walks fast.
Well, the music, too. That's the Empire stuff. That looks great. It looks good.
Mm-hmm. It still reminds me of the Asgard ship. Expecting Thanos to just show up.
Power couplings are bad. I'm working on it, but those shields won't last forever.
Is he saying power couples are bad?
Couplings. Funny.
That's what I thought he said at first. I thought that's the most random thing. Power couples are bad.
Howdy.
It's Luke!
There he is, little Luke.
New belt for this Peter.
Certain somebody broke last
Your uncle's a patient man.
I just want to see him go to Tashi Station and get some power converters.
But I was gonna go to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters. Aw.
You are all the future. You are the future. You're what needs to survive.
No.
Leia, I think she needs to be given space. Just
You must promise me.
Yes.
As soon as I'm in the clear.
Thought we were gonna have another Obi-Wan chases Leia moment through this tiny ship.
liar and a fake Jedi may not mean much to you.
It's good enough for me.
I thought they were gonna have like a bro hug or something, like that little moment.
I think we just had a connection there. There's Baru. Finally showed up.
Ben is gone.
What is that?
Hmm.
In the desert? I'm not leaving my home. At least here we have a chance.
Stay.
I like their plans.
Rue, what are you doing?
We both knew this day might come.
Oh, she getting the weapons. Defend the home.
Suns go down. Best we we got position now.
Baru, man. She's showing a little...
She's like, we're gonna
Nice.
we're gonna fight.
Too bad they didn't put up that much of a fight when them stormtroopers arrived in A New Hope.
I mean, they were old.
Yeah, they were old. Worn down by the two suns.
I have something for you. Broken.
Oh, cool. Holster.
It's empty.
Well, I wasn't going to give you a blaster, Leia. You're 10 years old.
And blasters are uncivilized, right?
So uncivilized. That's awesome. I love it. See, they have this such strong connection. There's got to be...
Maybe
I'm
he
hoping
makes
they-
her forget.
I'm hoping they address...
Yeah, that's...
How many years pass? I mean,
Yeah.
She's 10. I don't forget
the
people I knew when I was
connection
10.
will.
Actually, no, I forget a lot of
fade.
people from when I was 10.
What?
I forget a lot of people from
But
when I was
this is like a traumatic event. You don't...
10. I know.
Yeah.
You're not going to just forget that.
So, we'll see. I hope they address it. Ooh, I want that. I want that. I love that hilt. I gotta get one. I'm sorry.
Nerd moment.
It is a nerd moment. I love that. I love.
Definitely.
I love lightsabers.
Tin Master,
Oh, he's trying to see Qui-Gon.
as or I do. This ends today.
Well, that was quite absolute.
Don't stop.
Wonder if we'll see him.
Start.
See him show up again at
Well,
some point.
She, him.
That's him.
My lord, we must continue our pursuit of the insurgents. Now is our chance to...
Better be careful.
We cannot prioritize one lone Jedi.
He is not just any Jedi.
Oh, he's consumed with Obi-Wan, man. He's gonna let all of them go after Obi-Wan.
Follow Kenobi.
Oh man.
At once, Lord Vader.
Grand Inquisitor just looks like an egghead going through a face. I'm just saying.
Dude, that Star Destroyer looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
It's very original trilogy-ish.
You know what to do. You run.
I'm not afraid.
I know.
You will be. You will be. Sorry. Pop. I hear Luke say I'm not afraid. That's what's going to pop in my head. And then seagulls, of course.
Uh-huh.
Prepare my ship. I will face him alone.
Sweet.
Is this the last episode?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Whoa. That's cool looking.
All right.
Yeah, it is.
The Lambda shuttle. Sweet. Boy, they got a lot of the original trilogy stuff here 10 years before even New Hope. It's cool. Deep breaths, Obi-Wan. You're only going to face Darth Vader. Literally took a ship out of the sky. But it's okay. You can handle it.
I feel like Vader could just, at that point, just fling him.
That's awesome. There we go.
Dun, dun, dun. He looks like he's floating.
Ooh, scary.
It's awesome. Look at that scene. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
Have you come to destroy me, Obi-Wan?
That's awesome. I love that.
I will do what I must.
Nice. Good call. Oh, yes.
That lightsaber is blinding, but I love the
Then
pose.
you will die.
I'll talk. Oh, here we go. Yes. Oh, man. I love that.
We need some Lego.
Oh, dude. Oh, look at Vader move. Man.
Not bad. He's probably drawing off of his rage.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a lot of force in there. Obi-Wan, man. Yes.
That's really cool. We just needed that to continue.
You've got one shot, Owen. You better make it count. Yeah, you missed.
Yep.
Wow.
They don't have a very good shot, do they?
No, probably not a lot of practice.
They definitely got worse at their fighting over
Old.
the next 10 years.
It got aged.
Yeah.
Out of
Just a little
practice. Don't matter to me. I love this.
Somersaulting on the ground.
Has returned,
Yeah, nice.
but the weakness
Wow.
Whoa.
remains.
Oh. Oh.
You will always lose.
Whoa.
Man.
Yikes.
I have the high ground.
Hmm?
I have the high
He's
ground.
on the edge of his seat. Enjoying this.
Yep.
Oh,
Just gonna
no.
crush him. It's not like Obi-Wan's gonna
Very
die.
No, but
Alive.
still, wow.
Whoa.
I don't know about this.
Did you truly think that you could defeat me? You have failed, Master.
Oh, wow. Wow. Didn't really expect to see him go like that. He's got to get out of there. Oh! Riva.
Ow.
You really love the boy. Like he's your own.
See, what does she know?
I know.
Yeah, get her with that pole.
She wants justice?
Justice.
So again, that means she knows who the kids are. Or knows who Luke is.
But taking Luke out, what does that solve?
Well, in her
to
mind,
go
it's
against Vader. I mean,
because Vader killed her family, so now she
he
thinks,
wants to kill.
yeah, some way she thinks that she's killing his, but he doesn't even know.
I know. It's odd.
Run, Luke, run!
Scary.
I don't know why I'm
I don't like the
laughing.
chases.
It's a lot of rock.
Oh, sweet.
He's gonna use the Force to knock it off.
Well, at least at this point, he's used it to keep it from crushing him.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Qui-Gon. Somebody. Oh, he's going to draw his strength from what he cares about. Sweet. Wow, Obi-Wan. Love it. Vader, you got work to do. He's just casually strolling.
Shouldn't turn your back.
Feeling pretty good about him. Uh-oh.
Should have known that one.
Wow.
Came up behind him like Riva did.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Oh, swoo! Obi-Wan. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Lifting rocks race style.
Never
right?
seen the Force like this before.
This is awesome. Oh my god, look at
It
this
is great.
drilling him.
It's getting stoned.
Okay.
That was not an expression I expected to hear. Poor little Luke.
I know.
Oh, here we go. Oh, he's getting his...
Oh.
See, Obi-Wan's gonna have the upper hand. Oh.
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
Oh, the breathing.
Vader's gonna gonna really hurt after this one.
Oh, the helmet. The scars on the head.
Yeah. What is Obi-Wan just gonna like leave him again?
You gotta end it. He's gonna try to convert him. This is it.
You can't do it, Obi-Wan.
He's not acted like he wanted to. Ooh.
That was a look of disgust.
He's like,
Anakin. No, it's concern. He sees Anakin.
Anakin's gone. Wow. I am what remains.
Oh, man.
it's like part Anakin's voice, part Vader's voice.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Anakin, for all of it.
I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker.
Creepy.
I did.
Oh. Wow. Oh, man. What a...
The same way I will destroy you.
I like how it turned like red. when
Yeah,
you
it's
said
red
that.
and blue.
Yeah.
Then my friend is truly dead.
Oh, wow. This is brutal.
Very.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Just leaving him again. Come on.
Oh, Darth. He called him Darth. It's like from A New Hope. He called him Darth. So be it.
Wow, look at that face.
Yeah, that was really Hayden, right?
Wow.
Wow. That's not something I expected to
That
see
was really
for
Hayden,
sure.
right?
Yeah, that was Hayden in there. Definitely.
Well, that was
It's
his
voice,
voice.
and that was his face. I think if you looked, he didn't have the Sith eyes, but then he did. That was that line. You didn't kill
Anakin Skywalker, I did.
Wow.
I was not expecting to see that.
Darth Vader betrayed and murdered your father. That's
I mean,
wow. What a tie-in. That's awesome.
that is great.
Luke.
Gotta go fast, Obi-Wan.
And then Vader calling out to Obi-Wan like that, almost like Maul.
Uh-huh. Oh,
But-
yeah.
But
Dang, Obi-Wan has like this, like, where like evil people are coming after him. Evil.
what you gonna do, Riva? I made a prediction at the beginning of the show before it started. I thought she would turn good. Obviously,
this
she-
ain't looking too good.
Obviously she doesn't take out Luke. But somebody gonna stop her?
Whoa.
She's picturing
She's gonna
herself.
stop herself.
Yeah.
Poor little guy.
I know.
So sad.
She can't do it. Nope.
She not gonna do it. You doing okay over there?
God, I love this. This is great. Just I've always liked
the tie-ins are great.
I've always loved the Hayden or the Anakin Obi-Wan stuff, and to see it that much more, just man, just bringing it back.
Yay, we're all best friends now.
Ben Kenobi, man, am I glad to see you. Sorry. All right, Obi-Wan, what you can do with Riva here and her knowledge?
Kill her.
She knows too much.
Cut off her head. Erase her memory.
I couldn't do it. I failed him.
She's trying to avenge.
He killed them all and I couldn't do it.
Well, Luke didn't kill them all.
You have honored them.
Have I become him?
No.
It was up to you.
Ben, what is happening here? She just knows so much.
I know.
Now you're free. We both are.
He's free too.
I'm trying to figure out, why are they free? I mean, Darth Vader is still alive.
I think that he felt guilty for so long. I think he just
The probes are tracking every system
He's
within
the Emperor.
range. We will destroy
the Emperor.
him in our path until he is found.
Yeah.
Agitated, my friend.
Agitated. Darth Vader agitated.
Are clear on this, Lord Vader.
Looks awesome.
Have left you weakened.
He's just old.
If your past cannot be overcome,
Wow.
Kenobi means nothing.
Huh.
I serve only you, my master.
Cool. Yeah.
That's a cool scene.
Yes. He's Darth Vader. He is moving past
Obi-Wan.
the weakness, and he is, man, this is cool. I love that. That is a cool scene. Thank you. So what I was saying is how Obi-Wan is free of the guilt, I think, that he failed Anakin. He's been living with that for 10 years. And I think the confrontation he just had where Darth Vader said, you didn't kill. Well, actually, it was Anakin who said, you didn't kill Anakin. Like, I think there was a little moment there because it was the blue on his face.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vader said, I did. I think that kind of freed Obi-Wan from this burden that he's been carrying.
Gotcha. How cute.
That's awesome. Little Leia.
Is that a holster?
It's got to be Obi-Wan.
Look at his face.
Lola!
Who am I to separate a young lady from her droid?
She's more excited to see Lola than Ben.
I know, I was about to say.
In the world.
Nah, she loves her little droid.
the Empire grows stronger and bolder.
Well, if you ever need my help again, you know where to find me.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Let's hope that day never comes.
That's awesome.
Now wipe her memory.
You will remember nothing. She's too strong-minded to have her mind wiped. She'd have to do it willingly.
She's also way too smart to forget about all this.
Princess Leia Organa, you are wise, discerning.
This is the Leia theme. Star Wars music.
These are qualities that came from your mother.
Star Wars
Oh,
music and stuff.
that's awesome.
Passionate and fearless, forthright.
Like her dad.
And these are gifts from your father. Both were exceptional people who bore an exceptional daughter.
That's a cool scene.
Will I ever see you again?
Maybe someday, if you ever need help from a tired old man. But we must be careful. No one must know, or it could endanger us both.
Yeah, very good. That's cool. So they at least addressed nobody can know.
So, like, she did know him, but
She's gonna, yeah, she'll know not to.
Goodbye, princess. May the force be with you.
Oh, sweet.
the music.
That's awesome. It's looking like Obi-Wan.
Very cool.
Oh, moving. It's moving day.
Woo.
He's moving to his hut that we see in A New Hope. I don't know.
Maybe, maybe not.
Oh, it's like me in the sky.
I know, it doesn't like him at all.
You want to meet him?
Yeah. That's awesome. Obi-Wan Kenobi, meet Luke Skywalker. Sweet, it's got it.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Hello there.
Yeah!
Amazing.
That's perfect. I love that. He hadn't said it the whole series.
That was
Saved it for
perfect.
that one moment. That was cool. I like that.
That was perfect.
Hello there. Awesome. Oh. Yeah.
Master Qui-Gon.
Okay.
Master Qui-Gon.
Well, took you long enough.
It's so cool. I love it.
You'd never come.
I was always here, Obi-Wan. You just were not ready to see.
This is so Qui-Gon. That's so cool.
It's awesome.
Come on,
That
got
just
a ways to go.
ways to go. Wow. Oh, they're going through. Is that the Beggar's Canyon?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I tell you what, man, I like the way
was
that
good.
I like the way it ended.
I like the way
like
it ended. The ending was good.
I really love the way that this episode went. I think they tied a lot of some of the loose ends that I was.
Some of
kinda
the stuff
worried
where
about.
everyone was like,
I'm gonna just throw the one criticism out there right at the beginning, and then I'm done with it. Is I just don't understand Riva having the knowledge that she has, and she's now
that was
out
unnecessary.
there. She's out there.
They could have just killed her.
I like Riva as a character. I'm just trying to figure out, why, how is this whole thing fitting together with her and the knowledge that she has? Nobody knows this stuff.
See, I totally think it should have been Vader killed her last episode,
Yeah.
done with Riva, and then this episode could have just been something else.
Yeah, she was an interesting character. I have no issue with like her role in the as a youngling, and even knowing that Anakin is Vader. That makes sense because she was there. But now, what does she actually know about Luke?
Yeah.
And what does she know about Leia? They never really say that she's made the connection, but except that she said that she wanted justice when she was going after them. So does she think that they're Obi-Wans and that's going to get justice on him? Or does she think they're Vaders?
Maybe she thinks, I bet she thinks they're Obi-Wans.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say about that. I love this episode. I love this episode did a lot for me for the series.
Definitely.
The emotional dialogue between, that really hit me.
I know, you were just like, oh my goodness.
Because I just think back to their
I
battle
know.
on Mustafar and you were my brother, Anakin, and that whole thing, and it's
Emotional for
very
sure.
cool the way they did the half face, and then
That was.
The way
Hayden,
the blue and then the red.
and Hayden's voice mixed with James Earl Jones in the mech sound and distorted. It was very ominous and kind of creepy, and
Very.
I just wonder if there was a moment there where Anakin, because I think if I noticed his eye, I was looking for the Sith eyes and he didn't have them right away.
Yeah, I didn't notice. I'll have to go back and look.
But what a line! You didn't kill
Anakin. I killed.
Yeah, he said. What he said? You have not. You didn't fail, or you didn't. How do you say that? Anyway,
You didn't kill.
I gotta watch it.
Something like that.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch it again because
Destroy or something.
because Obi-Wan was walking around with all this guilt
I know.
for all this time that he felt like he was the big failure in all this because he let his Padawan turn
So
to
now
Darth Vader.
Yeah, now it's good that he hears that, like, Anakin's gone. Done.
Yeah.
You know?
And he didn't even know Anakin was still alive. You know what I mean? But he thought this whole thing just went south because of what happened. Then when he's confronted with
saw him. Yeah.
seeing him, it just brought all that back to him
Now,
that much more.
Here's the only thing that's a little weird about Obi-Wan not knowing Vader was alive is that in Revenge of the Sith, Obi-Wan sees that recording with Palpatine saying, what did he say, Rise, Lord Vader, or whatever.
Yeah, but that was prior to his battle with him on Mustafar. He thought when he left him on Mustafar that he was toast, literally. Burnt
Yeah,
toast.
I know, but he knew that Anakin was called Vader, and then it's kind of weird that he wouldn't hear about Vader
Well, he's in seclusion, and actually,
True.
the thing is, if they're gonna stay consistent with all the literature that's come out over the years, Vader is not very well known in the universe or in the galaxy at this point. He is the Emperor's puppet, and he's there to help enforce the things that are going on inside the Empire. And when he does show up, he's people know of him, but they don't
know who he is.
They don't know who he is, what his name is. It's still at this point very very back burner stuff, and so it's very logical that Obi-Wan wouldn't know who he is. So, but just to be confronted with all this and then get that closure, even though it was sad and it was hard and it was tragic, for Anakin to say, "You didn't kill Anakin," and then Vader, "I did." Oh man! And then he said, "My friend is truly dead." Oh man! And that's why in Return of the Jedi, he's telling Luke, "You got to kill him. Yeah, he's dead. Anakin's gone. You got to kill Darth Vader."
Exactly.
Which, again, he's now let him live twice.
I know. He was like, "You've got to kill Vader," and then he lets him go twice.
Now, the first time, he presumed, like, he thought he was
He's like, "Oh, this
dead.
dude's burning.
Yeah.
He's gone."
This time, he let him live. So,
that was a little, but you know.
No, I showed him mercy, and that's the way
happens
the
a lot
Jedi.
in Star Wars where you think someone's
Got more
dead.
stories to tell. You can't kill him off, because if you kill him off, then you got to make ways for him to come back and
like
throw
some weird way.
throw lines, and somehow the Emperor has returned. You know, so
somehow Vader has returned.
So did you like their lightsaber battle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was. I liked that it was like there seemed to be emotion and even anger and passion behind. It was personal.
Mm-hmm. Well, it kind of was in Revenge of the Sith too.
Yeah, no, but yeah, absolutely it was.
Yeah.
And this is a continuation of that, and that's where the Emperor called. I love that they had that scene in there. The Emperor's like, "Look, man."
Go, bro.
The Emperor's always got something on Vader to keep him
I know.
in his place, in pain, in turmoil, as his puppet. The funny dude.
I love the ending where Obi-Wan is talking to Leia about her character
and her parents.
Yes, that was really I like
with
that.
with the Princess Leia theme
Because it was
music
so true.
playing.
Yeah.
And yeah, in that light they played. There was Star Wars music, classic Star Wars. You had the Imperial March in there. When that was like the key. It showed you, like the Princess Leia theme, showed you she's connecting with who she is. Mm-hmm. Darth Vader theme, the Imperial March.
He's
connecting with who he is.
Do we hear Luke? Does Luke have that theme?
Luke's theme is the Star Wars theme.
Like the Force theme?
No, the Force theme was originally Obi-Wan's theme. If you go back and you read the liner notes from the soundtrack of Star Wars, it's I think it says Obi-Wan's theme.
Interesting.
And that it's grown beyond that now, where it's known as the Force theme. And Luke's theme is like the title music to Star Wars. I don't know if that's what it sounds like, but
Wow.
all right, everybody. The nerd in me wanted to keep going, and so I'm trying to process my thoughts. So the family has stepped away to let the nerd wrap up this video. What I'm gonna say is this: is as a whole, I like the series. I thought as a whole it was okay. For me, I really enjoyed it because of the stuff that they gave us that I wanted to see. Vader versus Obi-Wan. Qui-Gon showing up at the end. Thank you. That was so cool. Qui-Gon in Phantom Menace, we didn't get enough, too quick of a death. And Riva survives apparently two through the stomach. And Qui-Gon, met his noble end at the blade of Darth Maul in the Phantom Menace. It just makes you wish, man, I wish we got more Qui-Gon. But we got actual Force Ghost live action Qui-Gon in this show, and it makes me wonder, is there gonna be a season 2? And if that's the case, will we get some interaction between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan? That would be really cool. Because the thing that comes to mind is the scene when Obi-Wan is fighting Vader in A New Hope. And he says, if you strike me, he's talking to Vader, if you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you could possibly imagine. How would he know that unless he had this nether force cosmic force knowledge that he gets from Qui-Gon and learning about all this stuff. And so I hope that maybe they tap into that stuff in like a season 2. I thought that's where they would go here in season 1 and show us some of that, but maybe a tease for season 2. But anyway, the point I'm making is, as a whole, I thought the show was okay. And the reason I say that is because the highs were super cool, but the parts that we know that are not that great are kind of just bring it back to where, to me, it's mediocre as a whole. But it doesn't matter to me, because the stuff that I really, really, really enjoy, I can see through all the stuff that kind of bugs me and go, I love this. I love the interaction that we got between Obi-Wan and Vader there on their fight scene. Like, literally, I need to go watch it again, because I love Revenge of the Sith. It is one of my favorite, like the original trilogy. Those are it for me. But I'm kind of in a position where, it's like Empire Strikes Back's number 1, A New Hope is number 2 if I'm ranking them. And it's real close. Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith are real close to me as far as being in the third spot. I would say just be tied for third. And I love Revenge of the Sith. I love the emotion and the tragic storytelling that takes place in Revenge of the Sith. And they tied into that here. They tied into their connection. And it's what I wanted to see. I really, without saying it any more than that, that's what I wanted to see. And there may be some criticism as to how it played out. I don't see at this point how, maybe there's some out there who would criticize it, but just that scene alone I thought was fantastic. Seeing Obi-Wan get his force maybe full strength force again, the pose, the rocks, besting Vader. I mean, literally just taking Vader to task. How cool. And it makes that scene, if this is the last time they ever see each other, it makes that scene in A New Hope when they face off, and Vader tells Obi-Wan, you should not have come back. When I left you, I was but the learner. Now I am the master. And it makes total sense still, because Obi-Wan just schooled Vader in his desire to win. He just literally just schooled him. And he's still the Padawan. That's the lesson that we learned from part 5, was as long as you're Obi-Wan told Anakin, as long as you're seeking to always have the victory, you will remain a Padawan. And so in this episode, even though he's not technically his Padawan because Darth Vader, but the principle is still true. So then we get to A New Hope. And we see that Vader's moved past this, right? Is that the case? We see that maybe Vader's like, look, you shouldn't have come back. I'm done with you. I'm the master now. And really cool. Really cool. So for me, this final episode really lifted the series higher than where I would have had it before. The last 2 episodes, really. And outside of, and again, I'm gonna say this, I like Riva as a character. I really do. I think that there's a lot of potential with her as a character. Her arc seemed to go kind of fast in this show, from just being just ruthless to kind of turning at the end. And we know she was ruthless because, look, she had a vengeance. She had a vendetta against Darth Vader and Obi-Wan. But the one thing I'm going to really struggle with is she's out there with knowledge. Darth Vader is Anakin Skywalker's Darth Vader. And there's these kids, and we just don't know, what does she really know about them? And maybe there'll be some resolution there. I hope so. They did walk the line as far as continuity and canon. I will say that. They walked the line. But I don't think that anything's like majorly broken. And I can enjoy this whole series now for what it is. And as a Star Wars fan, you know what? Really cool stuff that we got to see. And I'm rambling. So I'm sure there's lots more to be said. I will be going out there now and checking out other people's views, opinions, breakdowns. I love seeing how Star Wars fans interact with this. And I'll be spending some time trying to figure out a lot of what they gave us here. I thought the good was really, really good. And of course, the not so good, well, we'll just not worry about it. But that's where I'm at with the show as a whole. Yes, I enjoyed it. All right, you guys, that is it for our Obi-Wan Kenobi reactions. Thank you to everybody who has taken this journey with us. It certainly has been a fun ride. Certainly has raised a lot of questions and conversations throughout the community, even on this channel. And I love it as long as we can keep it civil and talk, regardless of where you land, like it, dislike it, as long as we can keep it civil and just enjoy each other's conversation, what we liked, what we didn't like. It really has been a fun ride. We're very, as I said at the beginning, we're very close to 10,000. Maybe we're already there by the time you're watching this, but go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help us get there. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed our reaction. Of course, comment and let us know what you think of both this episode, the series as a whole, or whatever you have on your mind. Love to hear from everybody. So can't wait for Andor to come out here in a few months. I've really been looking forward to that series. I know they've spent a lot of time production-wise on that. I think it's going to be a high-production cinema presentation. I love Rogue One, and I'm hoping that we get some of that type of aesthetic and gritty rebellion stuff that I really just love. Looking forward to Andor coming out there at the end of August. So we'll have more reactions coming out. I'm working on some Stranger Things stuff. We've already watched all of them. Just editing, lots of editing to do. And there's other stuff out that we'll dive into as well. But as always, thank you for watching. May the Force be with you, and we will see you next time.